This is gonna be very, very interesting.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Jay Craig podcast. I'm Jay and this is Rob.
Hey,
if you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button, like and follow the Jay Craig podcast, get all our movie reviews, our podcast, as well as our tutorials. Now today we're going to do something a little bit different in the world of tutorials. We're going to talk about SSX Tricky from the PlayStation 2, one of our all-time favorite video games.
absolutely. That game made both of our top 5 lists back in episode 74.
74.
What makes a game great.
That's right. Check that one out, by the way.
Absolutely. The other thing that makes this game great is its longevity.
Right.
I mean, not only do we just love it because we've been playing it for the last 17 years, but we are still playing it. In fact,
right.
we get together and play it, and there's a special thing we do when we get together.
What's that?
We both get 1,000,000 points on the last level with your maxed out characters, obviously, but both get 1,000,000 points at the same time.
That's right.
Which is a little tricky to do, pun intended, but I think we need to show people how to do it.
That's exactly what we're going to do today, folks. So strap in, sit back, and let's have some fun.
Let's jump in.
Unless you've already mastered this game and unlocked all the character levels and boards, you're going to need the 2 codes that we're putting up in front of you. One code will give you access to all the characters, boards, and levels. The other code is going to give you all the skills. Hold L1 and R1, complete the code, releasing L1 and R1 at the same time, and you'll hear this sound effect. For the second code, hold L1 and R1, complete that code, release L1 and R1, and you'll hear the sound effect again. Great. Now press start. In selecting characters, I'm going to choose Mac, who is great for this particular kind of run. We're going to change his outfit. We're going to change his board to the Uber board, which was unlocked if you did the code correctly, all the way to the right. Select continue, and then we're going to select our second player, which is Cowrie. Let's change her outfit and change her board to the Uber board as well, located all the way to the right. Hit continue, then select show off. Then go to the left and select Pipedream, which is opened up with one of the codes. The last thing I would do before you start your run is change your camera angle. Hit the pause button, go to options, select 1P camera and 2P camera and change the camera to whatever vantage point works best for you. Okay, let's pause. Mac's going to go straight through and then brake to the left, while Cowrie's going to take the rail and brake to the right. We're going to break into solo runs to show you how to take advantage of each of these runs.
Welcome to Pipedream. This is
Landing that 3 is always going to start your run off on the right foot, but there are several other multipliers down this course for Mac. There's a 5 right there that's incredibly difficult to get, and a 3 that's in a very similar position down the run. There's also another 3 and 2 other 2-time multipliers that are very accessible. You don't need to grab every one of these multipliers to have a good start to this run, but they certainly will help. I have 2 main objectives on this part of the course for Mac. One is to maximize your Tricky meter and get the Tricky bar filled as much as possible. If you're doing small Ubers throughout and getting that Tricky meter filled, you're going to get to 100,000 points or more, and that's my second goal for this part of the course, getting at least 100,000 points. And one thing to remember is don't go down the course too quickly. If you find yourself past that last pylon with the 3 and there's more than 30 seconds left, scoot yourself back up the hill with your turbo and do more little tricks to keep increasing your score before you start heading into the second mid-pipe.
For my run, sometimes I'm feeling left, sometimes I'm feeling right, but try to stay on the rail right there. It'll ride you all the way into this multiplier. You're going to be doing real good. Fill the Tricky all the way up. Bam. All right, now, the key here, quick Ubers. You want to hit the quick Ubers that you know how to hit. All right, there's one quick Uber. And I head back up the mountain, because I don't know if you saw, I went down the mountain a little too fast to begin with. And if you do that, always turn back up and try to get some more. Try to squeeze some more tricks. There's 2 and 3 at that point. So know your quick Ubers, right? You have your long Ubers. There's another quick one. They're usually single button presses. Each character has their own faster Ubers than the slower ones. So I'll do all your fast Ubers. That's 4. Or that's 5. Okay, it takes 6. That's right. It takes 6. There's 6. Boom. Ooh, I landed that one. All right, you got 29 seconds. You want to start thinking about leaving, but you don't have to leave yet. But any time you have left over is going to be added to your next section here. So now here's a minute and a half. You get 90 more seconds on your clock. Try to do some style here, just kind of freaky deaky. Don't hit this rail right here. There, good. See how I went past it? You don't. That's just a sidetrack. That's just going to distract you. I left with about 30 seconds. Here you come now. And now you're just crossing there.
Right.
And I'm in the pipe.
And
the mid pipe.
The mid pipe. Now the mid pipe is where you're going to start getting some big points, and there are 2 multipliers, a 3 and a 5.
Yep.
Cowrie just missed.
I got
the
it.
3.
Got the 3.
I just almost got the 5.
Typically, we want to kind of share those if we can.
That's right.
You know,
and it's not always possible, but again, we are doing a cooperative tricky run here.
Right.
So you're trying to share the best you can.
And I'm looking at my score. Like, I got 212, you got 240. So it's like, okay,
True.
at this point, you know, we're kind of
Right.
even matched. Oh, I'm even above the 5. That was super air.
In the first section, we had a goal of 100,000 points. In this part of the course, you want 500.
That's right. That's another landmark.
Half a mil.
If you can get a half a mil, both of you, you're doing real
Yes.
well. Now remember, we've got 30 seconds left. You got to leave when there's 30
You
seconds
gotta
left.
leave when there's 30 seconds left.
Yeah. We're just grinding it out, you know? Just grinding
We have
our way to
another
500.
jump or 2.
Yeah, 2 more jumps probably, yeah. Yeah,
I also want to make sure everyone knows that you can do more than one tricky.
Yeah.
In a run.
Oh, you have to.
Right.
And in a jump,
Exactly. And with Mac, I can get 3 in.
And with Cowrie, you can usually do a double loop.
That's right.
Ooh, right past each other.
Got that 5. Got that 5 right now.
Nice.
Right now, right here.
Land that shit.
There it is, folks. All right, now, the last trick. Hit the select button, warp over left. And this is where it gets stylish. Go on to the next section with 20 seconds left. That's a real short multiplier, folks. Try to do a short jump. But if you get both of those, you're doing real well.
Depending which way you're coming down, you can also exit the pipe by simply going to the far side of the pipe. And using your turbo, it is a little more challenging, but make sure you stay on the left side of this rail. Do not get caught up on the right side of that turn. Now you might have a chance or 2 to snag another multiplier before you head to the final pipe. The 3 multiplier is a short jump, and the 5 multiplier is a big jump. Getting these multipliers is not what's most important. What's most important is getting to the rail between Luther's legs. That's right.
But yeah, let's get in that pipe then. You get the multiplier. I got the other 5, by the way, on the pipe. So now we're kind of even matched, guys. Look, about 700, 600, 700 each. You're doing pretty good.
And you hope you get in here with at least 500, because now here you're going to have a couple 3s, a couple 5s, and a couple different 2s.
And as we know, since Matt can do a triple Uber,
Right.
and Cowrie can do a double Uber,
Right.
you want to keep that into kind of consideration. So if I go in with 800,000 and you go in with 600, well, now look at us. Now we're even. I was 100,000 more than you, and you were doing your triples, where I was doing my doubles, and now look, we're neck and neck.
Exactly.
So it's okay to have that buffer. In other words, you don't want to squabble about, hey, we have to have the same points going through the whole run.
Nope.
The point is at the end you have the million.
Exactly.
There's my mill there. Yes. That's all we needed. Got my mill.
Oh, I had the 5 on target.
Dude. Got a 900. Grind it. 2 more tricks. All right, 50 more thousand. Got it. Double jump. Twist. Land it.
I told you. Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, we got it. Mill's a mill.
Wow.
Mill's a mill.
There you have it, folks. That's how you bust a mill playing SSX Tricky. Now, you can probably do this many different ways. I mean, I guess you can. Yeah. This is the way that we found that works. We found the characters, we found the course, and we just kind of happened to find this particular type of gameplay, and we've never let go.
Right. I mean, we just knew that this is something challenging.
Right.
And if you can do this cooperatively.
Cooperatively.
Now, we should mention
Absolutely.
that too. I mean, a solo run, you
Right.
can definitely get 1 million or over. In fact,
Well
it turned
over.
into competition between us who could get the higher score.
That's right.
And I think you kind of have the final score.
1.83 with Mac.
1.83 with Mac.
On Pipedream.
Absolutely. But when you do
Right.
that kind of run, you're getting all the multipliers, and there's no chance for a second player.
That's right.
And that's why we said this is the challenge.
Right.
To work together to each get 1 million.
Right. And it's doable.
In one run.
Absolutely.
And it's doable.
Absolutely. And it's a fun game, and this is why we played this game so long, is if we didn't have this quote-unquote trophy.
Right, we made our own trophy.
We made our own trophy. We
Right.
didn't have that. We might not be playing the game this long. We might play a couple of tracks, maybe play it for 5-10 minutes, but
Yeah.
now we play it for hours just because we're always trying to best those scores and
there's a
keep
challenge.
doing it.
And this is the challenge. We challenge you, folks.
Right.
Go out and do it.
Go out and do Bust a Mill for Tricky.
That's right.
I hope you really enjoyed watching and listening to Rob and I talk about SSX Tricky. This was a lot of fun for us to do. And
Definitely.
we're going to do this a lot more.
Yeah, let's do this
So
again.
if you haven't done so, click that subscribe button, like and follow the J. Craig podcast. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll keep talking.
All right.